The FDA is reportedly ready to ban Juul cigarettes, and that would remove the former top e-cigarette from the U.S. market. This decision comes after a nearly 2-year review of data presented by the vaping company. Juul has not commented, and it could appeal that decision. The FDA already targeted the company, which was founded here in San Francisco, for marketing to younger smokers by promoting fruity flavors. Only the tobacco and menthol flavors remain on the market. Local healthcare professionals are reacting after the Biden administration announced that it is developing a proposal to create a maximum nicotine level in cigarettes and other tobacco products. Crown 4's Amanda Harry explains how this could impact smokers and help prevent future smokers from becoming addicted.
This could be the path to the end of the cigarette smoking disease pandemic.
Reducing the amount of nicotine in cigarettes. The Biden administration says it could give current smokers a better chance to quit and prevent people from starting. UCSF professor of medicine, Dr. Neil Benowitz, says he first proposed this idea back in 1994.
A cigarette contains maybe 10 or 15 milligrams of nicotine. But if you reduce them to half a milligram, which is what some of the studies have shown, then people don't have to keep on smoking.
He says it will allow people to choose their consumption of cigarettes and not be addicted to it. I asked if there's a chance people will start smoking more cigarettes to get the same amount of nicotine.
And that's what a lot of research studies have looked at. It turns out if you cut down nicotine a little bit, people will do that. But the low nicotine cigarettes that we think will minimally cause addiction are 95% lower. So people may try for a while, but then they can't. So in fact, what they do is they smoke fewer cigarettes.
Thoracic surgeon at the Oakland Medical Center, Dr. Jeffrey Villada, says he deals with a lot of lung cancer, some of it caused from smoking. He says if this maximum level of nicotine is put in place, it could save lives.
I really think it's going to help that younger generation population or the population that smokes at parties or with drinking.
And he adds that it's needed. According to the Federal Trade Commission, cigarette sales increased in 2020 for the first time in 20 years.
But we're definitely seeing that from 2020 to even last year, 2021. Definitely smoking is still rampant.
The FDA has also been cracking down on e-cigarettes and vaping, denying marketing applications for nearly 1 million products back in September. Dr. Villada says although vaping does not have the combusted tobacco, the chemicals in vapes are still dangerous.
It's causing an inflammatory state in the lung. And it's also worsening childhood pulmonary disorders like asthma.
Amanda Harry, Crown 4 News.